Thank you for 765 subscribers. Welcome back to Roll Skill Sandbox out here. We're gonna be loading some in the platform or slot one, and we're gonna be playing for some kind of a little bit exchange as well. But first I have to get back into the menu and change the audio. As you can see, the audio, we have anything as possibly we do. As we got anything that we just make changes, and looks like we're just gonna be keeping our audio saved, and let's keep on going. And we're gonna be seeing how the catalog, how the huge update that you remember that the scaling the machine removed and catalog board moved to UI and GUI as anything as probably, I'm pretty not sure, the free cam it should be now have any mobile support. So we're gonna be seeing this showcase, and probably to press C and to change the trains as well to save that one. So if it's unsaved, then unfortunately that doesn't matter as well. So we're gonna be save and load all the way to save load in slot 1. As look at this pretty for intensive update. So remember this update that I just making changes throughout for this, even earlier today as well. And look at this, it has for a, I really know it is, for a mega town support, indeed including the train collisions. This must be the mega town support. And beyond this island and throughout for anything about for this day, it's not about for the ocean tows, is probably it's gonna be making all the way for about many more things as well. So we're going to be spawning how the locomotives will be exactly how the nickel plate road 765 that I just literally spawned. Now, we're going to be doing for the rolling stock, as the second version will be for the under 15 minutes version is going to be coming up next. So we're seeing how we're going to be spawning for a locomotives, the steam engines as well. I'm probably get it right, and including the narrow gauge supportive as well. So it's gonna be too much. Anything is not possible as well. So I may probably look like that isn't going to be way more insane to do so. We're gonna be using for spawn a steam engines to do so. We'll find all the way this, the nickel plate road 765. And this is how it's gonna be using for my username as well. So let's see, well, and you see why. This is one locomotive, and where he is, his tender. And as I can see, that I'm just gonna be scrolling up, and there is the tender, the complete road. This is the number 765, and the number 766 is gonna be onto your right. And probably that doesn't gonna be making matters no worse at all. The 766 is right over here. The rolling stock is literally over here. The same as the tender 765. I should be able to remove this in 1 turn. And we're gonna be spawning 10 coaches and 2 more. And I'm not pretty sure this isn't gonna be making for very much sense at all. Exactly for Permaquate is the nickel plate road, is perhaps that the tender is always big, and literally to do so. Because without further ado, we're gonna be making somewhere it's quite a little bit awesome. So we're gonna be pulling out for rolling stock. We didn't see for this literally earlier. So this is the outbound, and the inbound selection isn't gonna be like that. So before this, I might actually want to do so before more of them passengers isn't going to be themselves as well. And then a lot of them, for making one person, I just literally choose the red rail instead of these 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's got to be a little bit gone so long. So how many trains is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I cannot able to get count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like these things, and 13 and 14. The combo is actually like these. The red rails and the observation throughout for 15 cars in a total. So I will, despite I should be able to remove these things as well. So this locomotive, and probably I don't really know that are just gonna be counted for many more like this one. The 766 should be have for a modern streamlined coaches throughout for its one thing. The Santa Fe coaches that are just literally gonna be to do is needed one, and possibly it's gonna be a lot of them itself. It's not one, or maybe imaginable like this is literally where's the baggage, and I just literally gonna be finding a little bit lost one. So we're gonna be decoupling and these two. There is the 766. And I should be able to move this train along. Before I sense that it's just going to be setting up some railroad trains as well. We're going to be setting all the way that I just literally spawning 2 baggage cars in one condition. So I'm probably, that doesn't going to be making sure. If I just literally putting for some kind of, for the VIA rails on some kind of the cars or itself, it doesn't able to match the colors of the Paramaquate as well. So the nickel plate road isn't gonna be for passengers that I just literally spawn. This is going to be for freight, as pulling like these big loads of these things as well. So we're not gonna be using some kind of passengers, but the freight things is gonna be right over here. And I'm probably that I just literally gonna be spawn something classic. No, I don't think so. But literally, I'm just gonna be literally spawn for many of these things as freight, and many more of these things that's still literally available to spawn. Unfortunately, it was gonna be not working as well. So just aren't able to choose for any findings, but since he just eventually got an accident as well, so we need to find anything such as well. So instead of the caboose and the braking van is literally one thing we wanted to say. The big freight is gonna be literally this, or not, probably some kind of homeless. Now we should be able to find anything that we just literally want. We got the covered hoppers. We're literally gonna be doing for the HD hoppers just for now. I didn't literally gonna be finding as well, and I just literally find something. I'm not gonna be very dumb at this. So this is absolutely that I just were spawned the hoppers as well. The classic things is gonna be for the open hoppers. Where should I find there? And it's gonna be quite fully missing over here. I feel quiet about for these box cars as well, and we're gonna be putting around for the Union Pacific. That's not very sure, so I'll be tried out for some kind of a productions as the fruits. I was using about for the Union Pacific these things, 4 box cars and 6, 7 and 8 these things as well. So what next is gonna be a hoppers, the open hoppers of the coach. I'm not meaning this thing is anyways, because even those Union Pacific hoppers are big and covered, the open hoppers is gonna be literally missing, right? So even to do this, like kind of the woods and big things as well, so I need to get around for the setup. I need to wait for such as a few minutes ago, and before I won't be absolutely gonna be feel so strange and stressful, whatever it is. And there must be new cabooses and literally anything it goes. An old hopper box cars is literally abandoned like itself. I should be able to get for an old school The old school, some kind of an old models look like this, and probably it is gonna be very insane to do so. The covered hoppers is probably like this, and the boxcars isn't gonna be like this before, and this is the food range. The refrigerator isn't like this one for some kind of one reason. So to put out for this white things, of course, I'm not probably very sure. This isn't gonna be very right. And we're gonna be spawning differences. We have anything as one. We have strangely covered hoppers. And it looks like it's becoming a strange world, I guess. So, we're just literally gonna be putting around for some kind of woods. And I really don't think this should be hoppers as well. So the open hoppers isn't gonna be right. So we're making of this freight for nickel plate 765 and not buy it else. We're gonna be seeing how the tank cars should be straightfully in trouble. So I will suggest I will pick it up for this white tank of yours. And this isn't literally not sure. The 4 white tankers. And many of these immortal staff. But not before that doesn't get to be literally designated matters as well. Now I should be still needed to find some tanks. There is 1 tanks as well. And then I should be pretty needed to delete those 2. And I wouldn't able to get lost my mind instead of Creme Republic. So looks like we're gonna be spawning these tanks and whatever. That is literally that I just already spawned. 3 tank cars and 1 old tank over here. Just the one thing that isn't gonna be literally to do things. Not nice. So this is the tank car over here. And this isn't gonna be should be updated very on time. So this is about for some kind of tank cars and looks like some kind of fluids. Overall, we're just making it sure that we're using some kind of an open hoppers. And we're gonna be making them something is literally classic over here. 4 of them. And this should be gonna be really unsafe. And igniting some fuel, whatever it is. Some literally refrigerators. And that is all that we got the guest. So 4 things to do so. And I'm literally wants to make things itself. Now let's just gonna be deleting some kind of the box cars as well. So even though the high cubes it is, I should be able to need for some kind of balanced over here. The covered box cars as well. The prison things is literally as well. So we're gonna be trying to spawn as many things as possible. And that is all. And literally gonna be spawning the caboose is literally right over here. Not the Union Pacific as well, so probably I should be able to find for a newly caboose, and it's being replaced. But you minions and probably mini lads are just gonna be watching this as we're finally find the right caboose as well. This is absolutely the final thing is gonna be always, and we're not gonna be forgetting about this thing. So looks like the nickel plate road 765 is gonna be on our way. So the 765 is literally gonna be to do whatever he tries to be. I'm literally gonna be trying to start to get a little bit stressed around for this pulling a long haul around for this thing. So the top speed is literally gonna be so ridiculously slow as well. And another one is almost get there over here, so that doesn't gonna be feeling around sirens of me. So it feels a lot is gonna be for making things a little bit slower. And for very much as well. So, we're not gonna be taking around for this load. It's not fully loaded with some other stuff. And we're gonna be making around for this route as well. And it's not gonna be literally to do. Whatever, it's not just the one I guess. I hear the steams is pretty loud to do. And whenever I try to guess, there must be one observation. And I just literally guessed that I just made the bigger passenger coaches as well. We're very sure we're gonna be doing modernize and literally to do. And I cannot believe this isn't literally gonna be making so big. I think we need a double headliner. So another one, things like these things is probably it's gonna be a lot and sing for many more has just tried to do what many things is gonna be to do. The 767 is that the diesel locomotive is gonna be make it itself 764 I should be able to get for around for using around for I'm not sure. The 764 is I'm gonna be pretty to do. I didn't make myself heard of. So we're gonna be making for itself for Paramaquate as well. So not even supported and using it like this. Oh, probably. This is literally, and I just make myself messed up. So once I just literally spawn the engine, so it's absolutely the number 767 is gonna be for freight locomotives. 764 is going to be my thing. So release the loco, and perhaps that I just literally gonna be to do. This 766 is gonna be the last locomotive of production as well. So here are the production locomotives as well, and we're gonna be pulling some freight as well. But nothing to do. What I just literally wanted to need it anyway. So probably the new scale of the nickel plate road is going to be coming, and probably that doesn't make any sense about for some kind of a locomotive. So first things is nothing that I just literally guess. It's all about it's literally nothing to do so, because our last couple of these things is gonna be such as well, and this is gonna be very happy to do so. But most likely it's a lot of fun, and more things is gonna be like ourselves. Now, even for its observations will be the last two, and then the observation should be gonna be the last. The last of them is not gonna be quite so quick. So, because I just looked into some kind of locomotives as well, it's pretty possible that should be gonna be overcrowded persons going to be inside of this train. It's not just like the Indian railways, and looks like these were the two locomotives were turned into some kind of Indian railways, but that one is American. The nickel plate road 765 is gonna be pulling all the way to freight. It looks like the short version is gonna be coming up, and it will be taking around 10 to 20 minutes, over 20 minutes of this thing, and the top speed should be gonna be 14. All of them. So 0 point and exactly how is never gonna be making for many more of these things. It's probably what it just literally tried to make things slow down. It's gonna be literally to make itself for slow down, and it's literally trying to make things a little bit slow with more of these things, and I wasn't able to make sure it's gonna be making so quick heavy loads, and I'm not very sure, and it's nothing that is just literally gonna be for in. Now it's I'm probably that I should be able to move 79, and looks like it's gonna be for its 26 as well. So it's nothing that I just literally gonna be making for a heavy weight. So most likely 13 as well. So I should be leave to get for moving for a little bit once. Now it's nothing that I just literally wanted to say. It's gonna be moving for around for here 0.0765, and what I just do absolutely that I just wanted to do. So even though I just gonna be now I just literally try to make things for release loco. So even though I just literally gonna be using for 0.20. Now I just literally for 155, as we're just gonna be smooth to be slower than I just actually imagined. So here we go, as we're gonna be picking up the 765, and we're going to be for in service round for the freight. So we have nothing is about to be indicating around here for many more thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments around here. So before that doesn't matter to go freights is not even possible to do. So when I actually gonna be going back, I should be able to change these stuff into some kind of a long term for these times as well. So I should be able to turn the train saving off and cancel that. And what I just literally tried to do is delete them and replace 2 with itself before I just leave the game. That I just literally gonna be doing something for the rails. The number 2 is that the long things is for sure that you might pretty disliking of this video as well. So we're gonna be placing here as well. We're placing these 2 as the long double crossovers, just for the freights and not even much. But looks like we're gonna be pulling all the way for this one ourselves. Then let the freight train going to be here first, as not there, as I'm gonna be choosing all the way right there, as the train will be passing round through. Let's put on the realistic simulations as 3 steam locomotives that I just gonna be pretty choose. We cannot able to hear the bell because this is literally gonna be nothing to do so. So let's just hear the whistle and turn out the lights. Isn't that working? And hopefully it is. And the whistle. And the video it is. That is recorded into some kind of for the Super Spencer, like this Surfliner as well. That is just recording this video since 2011. So we're gonna be hauling out to pull one things as well. So I suggest the train is gonna be pulling all the way for 1 over for just like this thing. So the train is gonna be accelerating all the way up, and looks like it's gonna be. I'm not awfully to do so. I think we just got one problem. We got one problem to do this. I should be able to fix this, and even know why.